Well, with it being so hot out, isn't it nice to cool down with a refreshing adult beverage? Well, you're in luck, and so am I, because wine expert Christine Doyson is joining us with some delicious options. Great to meet you. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Look, when I saw Prosecco was on our schedule, I was like, this is my segment. David's in Orlando anyway, so it's mine anyway. But I love Prosecco, and I have not tried this brand. So before we get into that, tell us exactly what is Prosecco?
That's a great question, because a lot of people don't know. They just drink it without thinking about it.
I just always kind of compute it with liken it to champagne, but I know it's totally different.
You know, they're both sparkling wines. They both come in white and rosé.
Okay.
One thing we're going to talk about is Prosecco can also come in still,
which I was very surprised about.
Yeah, it's the old way.
That's crazy. That's the original way.
It's the original.
Still.
It's
okay,
the OG
I can't wait to
Prosecco.
try it.
So this brand is called Voga Italia.
Okay.
But to back up, so Prosecco itself is from the Veneto, so just north of Venice.
Okay.
On a big plain. And there's Prosecco DOC, which is the mark of quality. It means Denominazione d'Origine Controllata.
So I'll take your word for it. I have seen that label though before.
Right, this little.
Oh yeah, DOC there. Okay.
Right, that. So you should look for that when you're looking for a quality Prosecco. There also are DOCG Proseccos, which are sort of a different animal from a different region.
Okay, interesting.
So Voga Italia is a very innovative house. They were among the first to release a rosé Prosecco when that became legal in 2020, and they are the first to bring a still Prosecco to nationwide distribution.
It's amazing. That is really cool. So chilled Prosecco obviously is how we like to drink this.
That's how we like to drink it, and we typically use the ballon glasses instead of the flutes, so you can get more of the aromas.
Is that what this style is called?
That's what, well, these are a little bit more like white wine glasses.
Okay.
Usually a ballon glass is like a little more balloony.
Oh,
you know, it looks like a balloon.
hence the name.
Hence the name.
Yeah.
So Prosecco is based on a grape called Glera. Glera.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers. It smells good.
Oh, that does smell good. Oh gosh, I'm so excited, you guys.
And Prosecco is very, very
Ooh, that's nice and light.
Yes. Yes,
that's
and
really good.
It's actually low calorie and low sugar.
Well.
And pretty.
Sounds good to me.
And lower ABV. And it has a high acid. You'll feel like your mouth watering.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
That's interesting.
So that's why it's so food friendly.
Goes well with?
The pecorino would be great. The Italian, I always forget how to say those little bread crackers would be great.
Bread crackers, easy enough,
All
right?
those.
And we're also celebrating because, what did you say, August 13th?
13th.
Is National Prosecco Day?
National Prosecco Day.
Well, I'm actually off that day, so perfect.
Well, there you go. I'll make
No,
sure.
I have to take my husband to his follow-up appointment. He broke his leg, so I will be driving,
he needs
not
some
drinking.
Prosecco.
Okay, let's cheers to this one.
After
So this is the
cheers,
rosé version.
This is the rosé. So
now, do they use it's a completely different grape, or is it just the skin stays on longer like with red wine?
listen to you.
I learned a little bit when I lived in Washington.
I guess it's 9 parts Glera, that white grape, to 1 part Pinot Nero or Pinot Noir.
Ooh, I don't know which one I like better, actually. And I'm not really a red wine person, but it's so light that it's not like...
Yep. Again, you feel the acid, right? And it's more fruit forward. This one's more like salty.
Yum.
This one would be great with like fruits and salty meats. It's delicious with like prosciutto.
Yes.
Because the salt and the fruit like play off each other.
Okay, awesome. And then the still, I'm very
we
excited. So
go.
what's weird to me, though, is that you said this was the original way that Prosecco was made, not with bubbles.
Correct. So I forgot to say, the way that Prosecco gets its bubbles is through something called the Martinati method.
Okay.
So what that is you first make wine, which is yeast plus sugar equals alcohol plus carbon dioxide. The carbon dioxide goes into the air. Then you do a secondary fermentation, and for champagne, you do it in the bottle, so the bubbles are trapped.
Oh,
That's how the
so
bubbles get in
interesting.
there.
Okay,
and
that's
with
cool.
Prosecco, you do it in the tank. So that's why the prices are a little lower, because you can get the bubbles and do a tank full at a time as opposed to just a bottle at a time. But it keeps the freshness of the grape, which is very important with Glera.
Okay, here we go.
Here we go.
Oh my gosh, that's really interesting. That just, I mean, like, because I'm not super well versed like you are, you know the difference. I'm like, yeah, it tastes like a white wine.
Right.
Like, but it's
Well, it
very
is a white
light.
wine.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, technically it is, you know.
Yeah.
Not just, but like, that's so interesting. I really like that too.
I love that.
And then you have something else to make a cocktail with,
You
right?
can also make
I'm
a
gonna take one
cocktail.
more
This
sip.
is like the action part. Yeah,
That's
and
really cool.
it is delicious. And also, this one only is like 95 calories per 5 ounces too, so it's a great option.
We love that.
And instead of having like Chardonnay, Sauvignon Blanc, like the same old, it's very different.
Yeah, I like that. And then we have about 30 seconds.
Okay,
So how do we do this?
Here we go. You're gonna pour 2 jiggers of this wine in that mixture.
Okay. So what is already in here?
It's Campari and sweet vermouth, 1 part to 1.5 parts, and it's called a Negroni Sbagliato because the bartender made a mistake or Sbagliato with his Negroni, and instead of gin, he reached for Prosecco.
Oh my gosh.
Since you're the sparkling girl, why don't you try this sparkling wine?
Oh, so we did the same drink but 2 different versions.
Yep.
Oh,
Okay, I'll let
thank
you taste
so
both,
much.
so that's
well,
just-
while I'm doing that, tell everyone where they can find your products.
Oh, Voga Italia is available all over the place. Go to any supermarket or liquor store here in Jacksonville and ask for it. And many major retailers have it open for tastings.
Oh my gosh, that's so. Let me do the difference real quick.
Okay.
Of the 2, I don't know which one I like better, actually.
great.
Thank you so much. It was so nice to meet you. This was so much fun, and cheers to you.
Cheers to you.
And